honored guests. It's a privilege and an honor to introduce our chief guest, Mr. Ravi Shankar Aisola, Indian Consulate General in charge of entire Western Canada. Mr. Ravi Shankar Aisola, a career diplomat who has done his MA English from Central University of Hyderabad, arrived in Vancouver and took over duties from August 7th last year. Mr. Aisola joined the Indian Foreign Services in 1986 and has served in different capacities in Indian mission in Paris, Abidjan, Damascus, and Budapest. Mr. Aisola is accompanied by his wife Preeti, who is a writer and novelist. Before his posting to Vancouver, Mr. Aisola was Joint Secretary, Head of MEA Branch Secretariat in Hyderabad, India. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ravi Shankar Aisola.
We have recently celebrated the 64th Republic Day of India. I convey heartiest congratulations and warm greetings to all of you, and through you to each member of the Indian community, and to persons of Indian origin, and to the friends of India in Alberta and elsewhere in Canada. On 26 January 1950, the Constitution of India was adopted, and India became a sovereign republic. On this day, we pay homage and express gratitude to our freedom fighters who sacrificed much for the realization of the vision of a free India, and to the architects of post-independence India, on whose shoulders India has risen to be a great geopolitical and economic power today. The Republic Day stands for the great spirit and hope of the world's largest democracy. The country's journey from 1950 till now has been eventful, at times painful, but nevertheless a story of consistent growth and stability. India is now poised to attain her full potential in the 21st century. A population of more than 1.1 billion, a middle class of around 400 million, forming a huge market, GDP of around $1.5 trillion, growth rate of 8% till recently and around 6% even in these difficult times when most economies in the world are floundering. A large pool of skilled manpower. These are some of the strengths of India. Poverty reduction, gender equality, better hygiene and sanitation, better access to clean drinking water, better nutrition and housing for the low-income groups. These are some of the significant achievements in the social sphere. Problems and challenges still remain, but there is tremendous optimism too, and the will to overcome all obstacles. India and Canada have a long-standing bilateral relationship based on shared democratic values and strong people-to-people contacts. In recent years, both countries have been working together to enhance bilateral cooperation in a number of areas of mutual importance. Prime Minister Harper's visit to India in November 2012 resulted in fresh initiatives. A Canada-India Social Security Agreement was signed. Discussions were held on the export of Canadian uranium and nuclear hardware to India. The Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, CEPA as we call it, the negotiations are well on the way and we await a successful conclusion to the same, hopefully this year. Ladies and gentlemen, the trade between India and Canada is over $5 billion, and our two prime ministers have agreed to work towards taking it to $15 billion by 2015. That's not very far away. We all have to work hard. In 2006, the Indian direct investments in Canada were just over $200 million. It gives me great pleasure to inform you that during 2011, the Indian direct investment in Canada has risen to over $4 billion, whereas the Canadian investment in India is around $580 to $600 million. In 2011, India ranked 13 in terms of Indian FDI, foreign direct investments into Canada, and 40th in terms of Canadian FDIs abroad. Indian investment in Canada has increased steadily in recent years, especially in information technology and software sectors. Canadian investments in India are present in energy, infrastructure, banking, insurance, oil and gas, transportation, etc., as also in engineering and consultancy services. The Government of India is keen to establish a long-term and mutually beneficial relationship with the Government of Alberta. Alberta is one of the world's top energy producers with vast reserves of oil and natural gas. The oil sand deposits in Alberta are the largest in the world. Our commercial relations with Alberta are steadily increasing. During 2010, the then Premier of Alberta visited India to attend the Petrotech 2010 conference and met with leaders and businessmen. A memorandum of understanding was also signed with the government of Punjab to focus on the areas of education and agriculture. The Oil and Natural Gas Corporation of India has recently opened an office in Calgary and will be promoting two-way opportunities between India and Canada in oil and natural gas sectors. We seek the active cooperation of the Premier and the Government of Alberta in fulfilling the office's mandate. On behalf of the Consulate General of India, Vancouver, we assure you, the Honourable Premier of Alberta, our full assistance and cooperation that may be required to further enhance our excellent relations. We have always attached importance to our diaspora in Canada, who serve as a bridge of friendship and cooperation. It gives me great satisfaction in saying that the Indo-Canadian community in Canada has made important contributions in shaping the bilateral relations between India and Canada. The Indo-Canadian community has indeed created a niche for themselves in society. It makes us proud to know that Indo-Canadians like Mr. Prem Singh Man, Mr. Naresh Bharadwaj, Mr. Peter Sandhu, and many more participate actively in economic, political, social, and other decision-making activities in Alberta.
This is an absolute highlight for me. Every single year I have the opportunity to come out here and to bring greetings and to hand out some awards. Mr. Isola spoke very well about the incredible growing relationship between Canada and India, and so I'm going to focus my brief remarks on a little bit more personal take on the relationship. I've been the MP for 7 years so far in this area, in Edmonton, Millwoods, Beaumont actually, and it's been a real honor.
Months ago, Premier Redford assumed our province's highest elected office and won a robust mandate in a general election in April 2012. She brings thoughtful, focused, and confident leadership to our province. As Premier, Alistair Redford seeks to improve quality of life for all Albertans while working to build a province that is prosperous, fair, and inclusive. Earlier in her career in 2005, Premier Redford was appointed by the United Nations as one of 4 international election commissioners to administer Afghanistan's first parliamentary election. Premier Redford believes our prosperity depends on our ability to promote Alberta on the world stage. We can become the world's preferred supplier in food, energy, and innovation, and realize the incredible future that awaits us. The friendship between India and Alberta is so well represented here today. It's an important part of that future. Please, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming my leader, our Premier, Alison Redford.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's such a pleasure to be here and to be able to see these wonderful groups of dancers and students celebrating their success in our wonderful province. I must say to our honored guests, to our Consul General, to Mike Lake, to our Speaker of the Legislative Assembly, Jean Swazdeski, and to my colleagues that represent Edmonton in the legislature. We have Peter Sandhu, Sahal Kadri, and Naresh Bhardwaj. I tell you, to me, that is the greatest success of our province, is that we can speak to tremendous historical events that have happened in other countries. We can be proud of who we are and where we came from, whether it was recently or whether it was generations ago. And we can speak to what success means for our families and our communities. So today I thank you for allowing us to be part of this tremendous celebration, to congratulate all of the students and all of the performers, and also to thank all of their families, because when I see these children that are dancing, that are achieving great academic success, I know how much work you all put in as parents to make sure that they have the time to put in the effort. So congratulations to all of you, to the values you have, to your commitment to your family and to your community. Happy India Day, and I hope that the rest of the day is as wonderful a celebration as we've had so far.
Such a great honor to be here again with everybody celebrating Republic of India Day. After 60-some years, this is an incredible celebration for so many people. People who have come here from all over the world have come together today to celebrate those who are from East Indian background. And I want to add my deepest congratulations and my sincere thanks for including me as part of this wonderful celebration, where not only are we sharing the tremendous riches of India as a country, but the incredible contributions that the people of East Indian background have made and continue to make to our province of Alberta and to our country of Canada. So on behalf of all of us at the Legislative Assembly of Alberta, congratulations to everyone, and thank you for what you're doing to keep up the principles of democracy in a free world and sharing it so freely with the rest of us.